Ciao a tutti i miei piccoli porcellini, come state? Io sono Andrea, conosciuto anche come il Sawi, e benvenuti sul mio canale. Oggi siamo qui con Baldur's Gate 3. Ero molto curioso di provarlo dal momento che recentemente mi sono diciamo infognato per bene con il mondo di D&D, volendoci giocare da tanto tempo, già dalla 3.5 se non anche dall'edizione prima. Non ho mai avuto modo di poter giocare realmente con qualcuno, ma adesso con Baldur's Gate 3 ho potuto vedere il gameplay, ho potuto capire molto di più le meccaniche, le skill, le classi, le razze, insomma ho potuto immergermi molto più appieno nel mondo di D&D e ne sono contento perché mi sta piacendo molto giocarci sia su Baldur's Gate 3 che anche nella campagna che sto seguendo sul server Discord. Prima di iniziare col gioco vero e proprio però vi chiedo di lasciare un like, di iscrivervi al canale e anche di lasciare un commento in modo tale da supportarmi e supportare la serie. Ma detto questo, iniziamo col gioco!
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the dead three. They mean to use all who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest. Altogether, you have the power to thwart the dead three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not. You know servitude better than anyone. You have been denied freedom for nearly 2 centuries. You are hungry. Beyond blood, beyond lust, beyond your... Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. But sleep is not for...
Vabbè, Will, entra per cortesia.
That thing's about to blow.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Grandissima lei.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Oh shit. A Mind Flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. subdue their master. Together, we can turn the tide. Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a Mind Flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
By the living gods! No more visions, no more lies. I expect answers. Now!
Giusto.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of Mind Flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Elithic Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. A very good question. One that I have been unable to answer. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Blackith. She has done everything in her power to keep his existence a secret. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to explain. But it was important enough to them that Gortash sent me to retrieve it. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside. and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. You are already more illithid than you realize. It has improved you. You seek to reverse an inevitable process, a process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
Stai rischiando grosso, eh?
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve.
No. Assolutamente no.
The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid.
Non voglio diventare la merda che
Do
sei.
you wish to evolve or
No.
not?
Assolutamente no.
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it, so embrace it. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another. A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia. It has become extraordinary.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens. its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Bene miei piccoli porcellini, per questo video è tutto. Io vi invito come sempre ad iscrivervi al canale, a lasciare un like e un commento per supportarmi e per supportare la serie. Se invece siete curiosi di vedere, anziché la versione ridotta del video qui su YouTube, seguirmi in live e quindi giocare magari anche insieme, scoprire cose, vi invito ad iscrivervi al mio canale Twitch che trovate sotto in descrizione insieme a tutti i miei altri social di riferimento. Ma detto questo, ci vediamo al prossimo video. Ciao!